Hello, on this bumpy 50-point inspection from Upper Pass Beer Company. Now, they're out of Vermont, and this beer, Love Seat, which is a double IPA, comes in at 8%, is brewed for Upper Pass by what the heck? I had it. By Von Trapp Brewing Company out of Stowe, Vermont. I don't believe that Upper Pass is out of Stowe, Vermont. I think they are right on the border of New Hampshire. So I don't exactly know where Upper Pass is located. They're in Vermont though. But yeah, so this is brewed by Von Trapp Brewing Company for them. So we'll see how this one turns out. But this is a double IPA. I'm thinking it's going to be along the lines of a New England IPA. It's out of Vermont, and most of what Upper Pass comes out with as far as IPAs are the hazy kinds. So if this one is hazy, I will not ding it. The hops that are used in this, it says Idaho 7 and Amarillo. That's the can art. Let's talk about the hops in this one. So first off, I'm going to talk about the Amarillo since I have that up on screen. It just says it has a distinct flowery, spicy, tropical, citrus-like with qualities of orange and lemon. The Idaho 7 says that it brings pungent tropical fruit and citrus. You gotta think apricot, orange, red grapefruit, papaya. And it also says that it has big notes of resiny pine and hints of black tea. I hate when a beer tastes like tea. Don't like it. I think there's been one. It was an Earl Grey tea from, I think it was Pontoon. That beer was sent to me from John and Nellie. That one was good, but I was expecting it to. I don't like it when I pick up on tea notes in beers. To me, it's like dying hops. It's like these hops are old, they're dead, and I don't like it. But let's see what this beer is going to bring out of what these hops that they used are saying. It sounds like it should be fairly decent. And this beer is 2 months old at the time of this inspection. It's got a little bit of a haze to it. It's not like a New England IPA style though, so it is just kind of unfiltered haze. I mean, I can see shadowy objects through it. Kind of make out my fingers. Harder to see on this end because you don't have the light coming from behind. But the head on this, fairly tight, white bubble frothy head. Kind of a deep orange, burnt orange coloration to the body of the beer, I would say. Yeah, it looks kind of like an unfiltered versus like a New England style. So, all right. Classified as a double IPA. Let's get some aromas though. Whoa! Was not expecting that. I just picked up on what it smelled like a burnt like roach clip. Really pungent, resinous aroma of marijuana that's been smoked. This thing smells like a used pipe. Holy crap. Some underlying tropical fruit notes in there. This thing is resinous dank. Now, that was not at all in any of the descriptions of the hops used. I would say a little bit of like a papaya note underneath. That's kind of that tropical. It's kind of got the pungency thing going for it too. There is a little bit of a tea note, very slight tea note. But first and foremost, this was dank. Bready malt, little bit of malt presence. Just kind of bread, typical bread, maybe a little bit of a bread crust. Let's go in for some flavors now. Cheers. Medium body, semi-soft palate. Carbonation's about medium. It's got that slight drying effect, but not super drying. There's plenty of flavors kind of rolling around. It kind of goes through its shape shifts. The hops and the malt they run side by side throughout. There's a bit of a sweet bread from the malt throughout this. Just a touch of like a toasted bread, so kind of like what bread crust would be. The outer layer of the bread, so it's toasted. There is I'm gonna say the like a papaya pungent tropical flavor that kind of meets up first with that malt presence. It goes through a little bit. I get a little hint of some citrus note in there. There is this kind of piney and resinous finish to this one that lingers on. The bitterness level on this, it's not too high. I mean, it's maybe a medium bitterness, but it kind of stays with the malt base of the beer. It doesn't destroy anything. Like I said, the malt presence is going along throughout the drink with the hops. When bitterness does a wave, it does a wave. You kind of get hit with it. It goes down. You get some of the malt sweetness, back up with the bitterness. Yeah, this one does finish just kind of on the pineier side. A bit of that kind of dankness. It's not as dank as the aromas first were. When I first smelled this thing, seriously, it smelled like somebody just burnt up the last bit of a roach. Yeah, this one's I would say kind of pungent in that aspect. Resiny pine, Idaho 7. Papaya versus anything else. A little bit of a citrus in there. I would say kind of it's a touch of orange, just a touch of like an orange juiciness. As far as what I might be getting out of the Amarillo, I mean, you get that qualities of orange, yes. Tropical, so I mean, you gotta be papaya. There can be a ton of different fruits. Spiciness, it does kind of have this kind of herbally earth tone, but that's kind of what I'm kind of throwing in with the papaya type flavor there. I think, and in this one mostly it's the Idaho 7 coming through over. I mean, I think that the Amarillo is definitely helping it out, but I think the Idaho 7, most of what is listed under what you might get is pretty much Idaho 7. The resiny pine. I mean, resiny. I'm thinking that could be that kind of dankness. Let's go ahead and put a score down to this one now, though. Oh, I did taste a little bit of an alcohol presence in this. Didn't mention it. It was only, I think I was inhaling while I was swallowing and swirling the beer around in my mouth. I got a slight alcohol present at 8%, so it's fairly well hidden, but it was detectable at one point. The appearance, I'll give this the 6 out of 6. I was cruel to the last beer that I did on my channel. I was cruel to it. It could have got an extra point. Still, it would stay in the same category anyways. But this one, 6 out of 6 for the appearance. Like I said, it was kind of what I might have been expecting. This one actually wasn't as hazy or murky as I thought it would have been. So, as classifying as a double IPA, it's pretty damn close for this brewery. The aromatics on this blew my mind. At first, it was not what I was expecting at all. I was able to pick out some other notes in there. Once I was able to start picking out some of the other notes, that extreme dankness went down. But I'm going to give it the aromas a 9 out of 10. I think that's just mostly due to a lack of real malt presence. It was real big with mostly what was happening from the hops. But 9 out of 10 is not bad. The flavors in this, the hops do shine through in this one throughout. It does stick. You do get the malt presence and the hoppiness, but it could have just been something else in there. Maybe like a honey or a caramel type note possibly coming through. 18 out of 19 for the flavor though. The body on this one, it's good body. It's good body, 5 out of 5. And my overall, well, just based off of my score, I dinged it 1 point down on aromatics and flavor. So best beer I've ever had is a double IPA. No. Damn good though. Damn good. And on my overall, I'm going to ding it 1 score too. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a must try. I highly recommend it to anybody. So for Love Seat double IPA from Upper Pass Beer Company, it's going to get a BuMpY 47 out of 50, which puts us as an excellent beer. I knew I wouldn't be let down with this one. I just didn't know what to expect. Cheers. Thank you all for watching.